everybody, and welcome to episode 38 of the Tottenham Way with Tottenham Hotspur. Today we take on Athletic Bilbao in the last 16, second leg of the Champions League. As you can see, we won the first leg in Spain. Can we complete the job in London? We'll find out in due course. But let's have a look at the results we've had since we've last been together first. We're following the draw with Liverpool last time around. We squeaked past Leicester in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Former Leicester man James Maddison with the only goal right at the end of extra time. Then we beat Ipswich Town by 3-1. Strand Larsen, Havertz and Morgan Rogers with the goals. Then we drew with Nottingham Forest. Yabi Simmons rescuing a point for us after Omari Hutchinson had put Forest in front. And we took it out on Aston Villa as we beat them by 5-2. 2 for Xavi, 2 for Solanke, 1 for Lucas Bergvall. Then we had that leg with Athletic Bilbao. Dominic Solanke doing the damage for us. Williams with the reply for Athletic. And then last time around we made our way through to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup by beating Charlton at the Valley. 2 goals for Strand Larsen, 2 goals for Mohamed Kudus. In the Premier League, we are second in the table at the moment, 7 points off the top, level on points with Newcastle, although they have played 2 games more than we have. Liverpool are on 57, Arsenal are on 56, they've played a game more than we have, and Chelsea are also on 56, so there's 10 points separating the top 6 in the Premier League at the moment. You could throw a blanket over the 5 of us. Manchester City are out in front, and there's a massive gap to Manchester United on 45, Bournemouth on 43, Brighton and Everton on 42. Down at the bottom, you can throw a blanket over most of these as well. Burnley, though, are 4 points adrift of safety at the moment. Fulham have got 23, Sunderland have got 24, Norwich have got 24, played 2 games less than Sunderland, and West Ham are upwardly mobile now on 25. You would say Ipswich are all right on 31 with 8 games left to play. So the round of 16 ties looks like this at the moment. There are already some games that have been played and some teams through to the last 8. We'll have a look at that in a second. So Athletic Bilbao, we lead them by 2-1. Blunier, Inter Milan, don't know why that's changed back in the update. Thank you very much, Sports Interactive. They lead Olympiacos by 2-1. Aston Villa beat Manchester City 7-6 on aggregate 4-3. What a game that was at Villa Park. Real Madrid are through to the last 8 as well, squeaking past Juventus. Bayern Munich are currently 3 down against Barcelona. RB Leipzig have a narrow lead against Galatasaray going into the second leg. And Paris Saint-Germain are through after beating Porto, and Arsenal are through after beating Celtic. So the quarterfinals line up like this as Aston Villa take on Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain take on Arsenal. The winners of our tie will take on Olympiacos or Inter Milan, and Bayern Munich or Barcelona will play RB Leipzig or Galatasaray. Let's see who's going to make those final 4 teams in the quarterfinals. So here are the 2 starting lineups as Turbin starts in goal for us. Porro, Branthwaite, Van der Ven, Udogie, Andreas, Bergvall, Maddison, Kudus, Rogers with Strand Larsen leading the line for us as Simmons starts in goal for Athletic. Azero, Padrace, Vivian, Beguers, Yazarush, Sanit, Martin, Ollerberta with the 2 Williams brothers leading the line. You would imagine there is a relation somewhere. I'm not 100% sure, to be brutally honest. Obviously, Athletic Bilbao are very unique that they can only buy players that were born in the Basque Country, which has always been an interesting save idea, but never one that I've gone through with. So yeah, we will see how we get on tonight. Can we make it through to the last 8 of the Champions League? I'm really annoyed that Inter Milan's name has been changed, by the way. You go through all the process of trying to make this thing authentic, as more authentic than you can, and yeah, and then it all bugs out. But let's see how we get on. Come on. We have a narrow lead from Spain. It could have been more, it could have been less. So let's be grateful that we're in the lead, I think. Let's see how we get on in the final third of this season. There is plenty to play for as we go down the track. Arsenal and Manchester City lay away. We were supposed to be playing Manchester City today. I know what you're thinking. I haven't mentioned it. Yeah, the fixture computer doing a thing on us again. So yeah, Manchester City will come next time around, definitely. Barring another fixture change, which is why I didn't say anything. But the ball goes across the front of goal. It's a good save from the keeper. And a bright start from us. We just got to try and keep them penned in there if we can, or are we just going to let them get out? I think we're just going to let them get out, aren't we? No? Okay, Mohamed finally decided I want to make a challenge. Chance for many prizes to be had at the end of this season. As James Maddison has got the ball. He's going to try and make his way into the penalty area. He goes across the front of goal. Could have strikes it against the defender. Lucas Bova might have a shot himself. He doesn't. He finds Destiny. Trying to go around the outside. Gives it away. Morgan Rogers goes down. And then it's all cleared away. No, Mickey van der Ven keeps it alive. Looking for a ball through. No one there to play the ball to. Hands being put up inside the penalty area and it's cleared away. And then, no, Lucas Bova picks it up again. We are very much keeping them penned in the first 5 minutes or so. Need to score a goal though, boys, just to give yourselves a bit of sort of like, yes, we did what we needed to do from the off. As the ball goes wide to Pedro Porro. Can he find a runner? He can. No, he'll take it on himself. Bit lucky. Pull it back. Oh, someone's gone down inside the penalty area. James Maddison's put the ball in the net. Morgan Rogers is on the floor, but we lead after 5 minutes, and that is the start we required. It's a long way back for them now. Away goals don't count anymore in the Champions League. If they did, we'd have 2 anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. As we lead by a goal to 0. Morgan Rogers being down inside the penalty area, though, is a worry. But James Maddison slams it in the top corner, and then he worries about his teammate. Oh, he runs in the completely opposite direction. Suffering from a groin strain, should be able to nurse him through the rest of the game. I don't want to take him off quite so early, but we will probably take him off at half time. Need him for the stretch. As there is a throw in for Athletic Bilbao on towards Otlabotra. I'm saying them really quickly just to try and stop it. Williams with the shot though, deflected behind. They are related. I'm sure they're related. My brain just can't function today. It's just one of those days where you're just sitting there going, right, come on. Need to get an episode in the bank. Let's get it in the bank and move on with my day. As the ball is wide towards, yeah, him again. Sanseats across into Williams. As long as the 2 Williams boys pick up the ball and have a shot, I'm quite happy. It's when you get this guy on the field. Berganuga. In to, oh, even worse. Martin. There we go. Martin's fine. It's going to be a Tottenham corner. Lucas Bova with it. Chance for a second goal, perhaps, to make me very happy. Ball into the penalty area. No, you made me sad. Ball hit towards goal. Pedro Porro taps it in. Now I'm happy again. And that is 2-0 after 20 minutes. Pedro Porro with his first goal in the Champions League this season. Well done to him. Already set one up today. He's now got on the score sheet himself. Thought we'd fucked it up, if I'm honest, but we keep it alive. James Maddison, the architect again, and Pedro Porro, he can't really miss from there, even on his left foot, as Inter lead Olympiacos, so it is probably going to be Inter Milan for us in the quarter-final. We've been to the San Siro plenty of times, we've lost to Inter plenty of times. Taxi for Maicon will make a return. No Gareth Bale, though. That's Pedro Porro in towards Lucas Bova. Down he goes on the edge of the box. Martin can have a word, are you, ref? No, keeps his cards in his pocket on this occasion. It's fine. If we grab a third goal, you will be punished. Don't worry. Lucas Bova in his sort of range. Won't go for the shot. Does go for the shot. Good save from the goalkeeper. Ball into midfield. Williams on to Williams. Wide looking for Otlabotra. Oh, and Destiny's gone down now as well. But Destiny is proper injured. That is not good news for us. He has lower leg injury. Fantastic. Great description. Barney's going to come on them. Do we take off Morgan Rogers at this point, given we've got to make a sub anyway? Yes, Javi is going to come on for him. Let's leave Morgan Rogers. Hopefully it will be just a short-term injury for Destiny. And the ball is thrown back to us. Thank you very much indeed. Hopefully that is not the last gift we will receive from Athletic Bilbao tonight, but you never know. 2-0 is enough for me. Get us through the next round. We move on to the next game. As Xavi has got the ball. Trying to go down the left-hand side. Leaving players behind. He might find Strand Larsen in the middle. He'll find James Maddison instead. And Jimmy Ladd, oh, it deflects away. And they get lucky, but the offside flag has gone up. As Pedro Porro causing problems down the right-hand side. Ball into the penalty area. Xavi. I nearly said Xavi Simons because I saw Simon. But keeper punches it away. Lucas Baval into Maddison. Onto Bard. Trying to go around the outside. Yes. Go on, son. Drive it low. In towards James Maddison. Good save for the goalkeeper. I think it's going to be a case of what score would it be at this point. The ball goes wide into Berenuga. And Pedro Porro on it again. Straight on him. Bergval into Maddison. Into Bard. Well, Bard a little bit lax on the ball. Only one so far. And Mickey van der Ven wins the header. We keep it alive again. I mean, we've just absolutely pummeled them at this point. They can't get out of their own half. Maddison over the bar. Maddison into Kudus. No, a little bit short. Sent over halfway, but Branthwaite will just chest it down and send it back the other way. Into Bergval. Wide in towards Pedro Porro. They're giving him so much space down that right-hand side. It's quite unbelievable. The ball is inside the penalty area. There are lots of Tottenham players in there. Pedro Porro going himself. I tell you what, that's a brilliant goal from Pedro Porro. Nice little turn. Second goal on the night. 5-1 on aggregate. 3-0. Game over. And our quarter-final opponent will be revealed in due course. But Pedro Porro is on one tonight. On for a hat-trick as well. That would be a thing that I would love to see. Because he frustrates the life out of me in real life, Pedro Porro. So in game, I'm delighted to see he does stuff without fucking it up. If I'm brutally honest. As here he comes again. Pedro. He's got most of the field to run into. You need some support, man. I mean, you probably don't. He's having a worldie. He's going to come inside. He's going to have a shot. Oh! I tell you what. You know you're having a bad night when Pedro Porro is your tormentor in chief. Vivian. Looking forward. Branthwaite just steps onto it. Some of their passing, some of their balls over the top have been pathetic, if I'm being brutally honest. Kudus trying to come down the right-hand side. 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. Put them out of their misery. As we're going for the long one by the looks of it. And is it going to be flicked on at the near post? Lucas Bergval throws it into Kudus. I mean, they're not working in real life. They're not working in-game now either, as Bard goes in too heavy. And Sanseet goes down. He stopped the counter-attack. That'll do. As we reach half-time, 3-0 at the break. Job's done, pretty much, at this point in time, as is Inter Milan. So it will be a trip to the San Siro, you would imagine. Although, will they want to play us in the form that we're in at the moment? Just dismantling teams in front of our very eyes. And Xavi has got the ball to start the ball rolling for the second half. Another couple. And I'll be happy. I've not fixed that. Person 1 is not very happy. This game, man. Seriously. I can see why people are flooding back to 24. I'm still enjoying 26. Bugs and all. Let's see what we can do in the second half. I mean, they've made Tottenham look good. So, you know. Offside flag? I was going to say. Ball just went across the penalty area. Yeah. Any game that can make Tottenham look better than they are in real life is thumbs up. The physio I feel sorry for. Look how far he's got to go back round. He's got to run 3/4 of the pitch as James Maddison breaking through, gets the shot away. Keeper turns it away with his foot. Just keep them coming, boys. Just keep them coming. Fourth goal would be very nice indeed. Pedro Porro is in the penalty area. Ball into the centre. Can't find a Tottenham player. Bard is one-on-one at the back. Why has Pedro gone further forward? Normally it would be 2 back. Now we just need to be a little bit less silly now. I've left Romero out because he's on a yellow card. 1 game away from suspension. I know, Christian Romero, 1 game away from suspension. Shock horror. 5 minutes into the second half. Ball into the penalty area. Simon has got his hands on the ball. Is it Simon or Simon? I would imagine he's got some, I want to say the right word, inflection on it. given it's Spanish. Yeah, inflection is definitely the right word. If it's wrong, let me know in the comments. Trying to drive beyond Pedro Porro. He's got to defend as well as attack today, Pedro. Well done, that man. He's on a 9.2. James Maddison's on a 9.4. Turbin looking wide for Bard. I think that's the first time I've seen Turbin with the ball tonight. Oh, no, give it away. I said don't be too lax. I mean, we're 4 goals up. I think we can relax, but we are now 3 goals up. Sola with the goal. 3-1, 5-2. Knew it was going too well. It's a giveaway in the middle of the park. And then, yeah, Bard not in position. And it's a good finish from Sula. It's a good chance from there. And he takes it very, very well. Sunset. Easy one to say. Ball through to Williams. Athletic Bilbao making a game of it in the second half. It's a pity they're already 3-0 down. You do what Tottenham normally do. Squeaky voice time. Oh, Turbin turns down the post. Right, we'd weathered the tiny storm that came. And Mohamed Kudus is about to depart the scene. Slory's going to come on. He's back. Fit again. And we're going to take off Strand Larsen and bring on Dominic Solanke. As we go into the final 20 minutes. Not much happening, which is good. Although Mickey van der Ven driving through the middle of the park. Dominic Solanke picking it up. Playing it wide to Xavi. James Maddison trying to make a run. Bard picking it up. Trying to give it back to Xavi. Not good enough. But will we keep them there? Will we keep them there? Will we keep them there? No, they will send it long. And then Mickey van der Ven will just head it back with interest. Lucas Berval picks it up. Nice. Into Bard. Plays it on towards James Maddison. Down inside the penalty area. Xavi's going to get the shot away. Deflected. Behind for a corner. No penalty given. It's going to be Lucas Berval to take the corner. To restore the 3-goal advantage. Balling towards the near post. You should do better with that, Andreas. As the ball is with Lucas Bergvall. On towards Slory. Looking through for Solanke. Onside. Plays it back into Pedro Porro. Bergvall. Porro again. Ole! I would imagine that started. As Porro plays the ball in. Looking for Solanke. But that is a poor header over the bar. And I always call him Pedro Porro. I never call him Porro because he's called Pedro Porro. It's a fun fact for you. Right, 5 minutes to go. Game almost up. Lucas Bergvall coming off. Pap Sarr coming on to replace him. And it's been a better fist of it in the second half from our opposition. But they're going home with nothing. And it will be Inter Milan in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And there is the full-time whistle. Tottenham 3, Athletic Bilbao 1. It was all over inside 20 minutes pretty much. The game was up. And yeah, last 8 of the Champions League. Thank you very much indeed. Injury report time. So yeah, Destiny out for 6 to 7 weeks. Don't want to give him an injection. Just let the physios deal with it. Andreas out from a couple of days with a bruised knee. Morgan Rogers out for 2 or 3 weeks. And Lucas Bergvall, another warning about him being jaded. But he is so important to us. I can't leave him out. And there is the quarter-final draw. And we are going to be at the... Oh, we're at home first. All right, I thought we were away first. Okay, fine. Inter Milan coming down the track. Another month to wait for that, though. So to confirm the quarterfinals, there's us against Inter Milan, Aston Villa against Real Madrid, we knew. Barcelona against RB Leipzig, we didn't. That's going to be an interesting game. And yet Paris Saint-Germain for Arsenal. So we will play the winner of the Aston Villa Real Madrid tie in the last 4. No Manchester City, already been dispensed with. So we will finally make our trip to the Etihad Stadium later than advertised. So we'll take on the North London derby. We've seen it a few times. They're behind us in the table at the moment. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're focused fully on closing down Manchester City. We are on a very rich vein of form. We need to do that. We got Wrexham in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Sadly, it's at home, not away. So yeah, we've got some interesting games to come. as we enter the final part of the season. Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.